Marcus Rashford. England can win World Cup in Russia. Sir Bobby Charlton was at St George's Park yesterday ahead of the 80th birthday next week and met Rashford, manager Gareth Southgate and other members of the squad at the inauguration of the practice pitch, which is to be named after him. And as England look to get the win against Slovenia on Thursday to guarantee themselves a place in the draw on December 1st, Rashford believes that after 52 years, England can finally emulate the 1966 World Cup winners. "We will go there with a real plan and intensity to try to win the tournament," he said. "We are realistic, even with how we are playing against these teams in the qualifiers. But then we have to build our own plan once we get to the World Cup to try and win it." Tournament after tournament, the English mentality has been blamed for successive failures to perform at major finals, but rather than being an issue, Rashford believes the mentality of this squad will only be at its strongest when they are holed up together in the team base in Russia. "Around the hotel, everyone feels comfortable and relaxed to be themselves," he said. "That's something that I would say is different to last time, in 2016. Everyone is being themselves and we're starting to understand each other more. At internationals, you don't get much time together to understand each other's personalities and what they do outside. The more we understand each other, the better the results will be on the pitch. It's difficult because we're only together for 10 days at a time and that's not much time for us ourselves to find that identity. But once we've got our identity and the people around us, maybe when they start to understand what we're like as a team and group." Rashford described meeting Charlton as the biggest inspiration we can have as players. He explained, "He has won it before us. What he says to us, the information he gives to us, his memories, are something nobody else can give to us. Having him here can give us a big boost." Of course, Charlton has also been an influence at Old Trafford, where the Manchester United star has been honed into a powerfully single-minded individual. He certainly does not suffer fools gladly, even well-intentioned ones. "Nice to be in the center for a change, rather than out on the left," I ventured when he sat himself at the focus of a horseshoe of journalists waiting to discover a little bit more about the teenage sensation who went from nobody to European championships in just 4 months last year. A stony silence met the attempted icebreaker. Following a brief analysis of his free-kick style, I playfully turned the conversation to taking corners, just one of England's infamous problems from last summer's tournaments in France. Another stony silence. It was as if some tumbleweed had suddenly blown across the futsal arena. Trust me, his disdainful look is equally as devastating as his right foot. The thing is, Rashford's football career is deadly serious. His ability lifted him out of one of Manchester's toughest estates, surrounded by drug dealers and other criminals, and his first big contract helped him set up his family in the more leafy surroundings of a rented Cheshire home. In return, they look after his interests off the field, particularly 32-year-old brother Dwayne, a personal trainer, although his guarded demeanor reflects the fact it has been hard to make the break a clean one. "The biggest change to my life? Probably the way you have to look after yourself, and look out for yourself as well. Because everyone is always trying to get something off the back of you, so you have to just take care of yourself," he said. Twitter? No, that's in your control, but when you're outside there's nothing you can do about it. That's when you have to be smart and try not to put yourself in them situations, as much as you can. People are maybe trying to build themselves up off the back of you. It can be anything, it can be your own friends, or even people's family members. It's difficult. But what are you to know? Like I said, I have people around me that guide me and kind of keep me away from certain things. Sometimes as a young player,